I remember one time in 5th grade, I was playing pitcher for my Little League team, and it was during a scrimmage. I threw the ball, and the kid hit it, and I jumped up and I caught that bitch, but not with the hand with the glove, the one without the glove. And, you know, I thought it was so hard. And I still, to this day, I don't know if it was a dream or not. I don't know. I was like 5 years old. But either way, the reason I'm saying all this is because recently a woman has gone absurdly viral for the things that she did at a baseball game, and it's not for a good reason, okay? She didn't like flash her tits or anything. She pretty much just ruined a kid's day. I would like you guys all to meet this girl right here, okay? I don't know her name or anything about her, but I feel like the appropriate name is definitely Karen, because, fucking look at her. As a matter of fact, this woman is like the human embodiment of the word Karen. I don't think I've ever seen a more Karen-looking Karen in my entire life. You know? If I typed Karen into ChatGPT and told it to generate an image, this chick would pop up. Like, she is such a Karen. But either way, the reason that we're talking about her is because on September 5th, 2025, she was at the Phillies versus Marlins game in Miami. And during the 4th inning, one of the Phillies players ends up hitting a home run. Now, usually during a baseball game, when a player hits a home run, wherever the ball lands in the crowd, whoever catches it, they keep the ball. But if no one catches the ball, usually whoever gets to it first and picks it up, they keep the ball. And that's exactly what happened during this home run, okay? And a bunch of people were going for the ball, but specifically we're gonna focus on this guy right here and our good friend Karen. But either way, long story short, this guy ends up being the one who gets the ball, and he walks back to his family and gives it to his kid. But, you know, Karen has a fucking issue with this. So she then proceeds to scold this guy in front of his entire family and demands that the ball that he gave to his kid is actually hers and she deserves it. And I guess this guy is just like the biggest pussy on the entire planet because he actually listens. The motherfucker takes the ball from his kid and gives it to her. And she accepts it. The bitch actually takes the ball from the kid. I also forgot to mention, it's the kid's birthday, by the way.
I want you to check out where this ball lands, Ben Davis. Left field, and some Phillies fans are going to grapple for the ball. Guy in the red t-shirt right there comes up with it, walks down the aisle, and hands it to his son. And gets it as that woman in the white hair there is left with nothing, and she says, "Excuse me, that should be my baseball." And the guy's like, "Are you kidding me? No, it's my son's baseball." And the other woman there says, "Yeah, it's not yours." But the guy, I don't think I would have done this to my child.
No.
He takes it and says, "Here, do you want it? It's all yours, Karen." And she walks down the aisle.
So, yeah, that clip has just been going absurdly viral as of recently, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, just listen to her voice.
No, you took it from me!
Tell me that's not the most Karen fucking voice you have ever heard. Also, I have no idea how this father even conceived his children because, judging by this video, he doesn't have an ounce of testosterone in his body. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? You're just gonna let this thing take a core memory away from your fucking child? Like, hello? What? On his birthday, too? It says in the article that he was stunned by her aggression, which is totally valid, I guess. You can be surprised, but why aren't you standing your ground, dude? Where the fuck are your balls, you know? Like you're telling me fucking Scamper from Igor is pressing me about a ball I gave to my kid? You're just gonna fold and give it to him? Fuck no, dude. Look at this chick. Nothing about her is intimidating or scary. So it's just like, why? Why would you not stand up for your child on his fucking birthday? Like, you guys heard the argument. She just repeated over and over again, "That's mine, that's mine." And the motherfucker listened. Like, why? Are you scared? Nothing about this woman is intimidating. She looks like fucking Joy from Inside Out, but just unbearable, you know? Like, why are you not, like, standing up for your fucking children? But luckily, this story actually does have a happy ending. Basically, because this father couldn't stand up for his children, the fucking Phillies baseball team did instead. And they ended up giving him, like, a whole-ass goodie bag and a round of applause. And on top of that, after the game, the guy who hit the initial home run that the fucking Karen stole, he actually met up with the kid after the game and gave him a signed bat. So, in the end, very happy ending, very wholesome, very feel-good, you feel me?
But guess what? He gets a gift bag. It looks like a Phillies gift bag, too.
No, it was a Marlins.
It was a Marlins
employee.
Bravo, Marlins.
And everyone, they gave a standing ovation. Yeah, all
standing
right, buddy. Nice going.
But wait, there's more. If you order right now, we'll give you Dave Dombrowski and Harrison Bader signing a bat for your son.
All right, so when it comes to my final thoughts on this whole situation, obviously, I'm not on the Karen side. Like, first things first, I have never seen a grown adult this upset about a fucking home run ball. And on top of that, dude, like, 4 other people were in the same position as her. As you can see in the video, like, 8 dudes reach for the ball at once, and this guy ends up being the one who walks away with it. But, you know, the Karen was in the same boat as everyone else. They also all got robbed, you know? And I feel like it doesn't matter who got the ball. If it wasn't her, she still would have had an issue. She still would have blown up and made an entire scene about this. Like, I think we can all agree that she doesn't have a valid reason to be upset. Okay, this ball was up for grabs. It was just as much his as it was hers. Like, obviously, right? But let's play devil's advocate. Okay, let's look at the other side for a second. Let's say this guy just fucking snatched the ball out of her hand and gave it to his child. Okay, you know, that would be a much more valid reason to be upset. But when the Karen walked over to go get the ball, it was already in the child's hands and she saw that. Okay, the guy gave it to his son. And she still stood on business. She was like, nah, give me that shit. Fuck them kids. Like, what? Like, even if she did have a totally valid reason to be upset, you know, it's not that deep. It's not that deep when it's a fucking kid. You know? Like, you ever see those videos of those dudes who race to get the ball and then they realize that they beat a child and they just give the ball to the kid out of the kindness of their heart? Why couldn't you do some shit like that? I feel like it's a pretty normal human reaction to just give the kid the home run ball because it's not that fucking deep, dude. Like, unless David Ortiz is hitting that bitch himself, any kid can have the ball, all right? Unless it's fucking Big Papi, all right? If David Ortiz hits a home run ball, I'm keeping that bitch. But that's the only one, all right? This was like some Bryson hater, some guy, I don't even know who the fuck that is, right? And you're crashing out over his home run ball? I don't know. Maybe I'm being disrespectful, but you guys see what I mean. Now, when it comes to the aftermath of this entire situation, basically the entire internet, like I said before, just fucking hates this woman. They're trying to find out her real name, where she lives, where she works, all that bullshit, you know, typical internet freak shit. But if I'm being totally honest, I feel like the majority of this outrage is just because of how she looks. Because like I said before, dude, if you looked up fucking Karen in the dictionary, this chick would show up. You know, if like literally, like, you know that one triggered meme? She literally looks like this chick. Does she not? I feel like if this was like, you know, a regular looking girl who didn't have a blonde dyed fucking whatever cut this is, I feel like the internet would still hate on her, but not nearly as much. I feel like solely because of how she looks and how she just embodies that Karen sort of persona, that's why she's getting so much hate. And it's also just like, why? You know, do people think this haircut and like sort of looks good? I can't imagine many people do. You know, she kind of looks lesbian in the least offensive way possible, you know? Is that like I don't know, is that like a thing people want to look like? I don't know. Alright, so when it comes to my final thoughts, I don't care. I don't care at all. This kid ended up getting a happy ending, like he met his favorite player and shit. And this woman is a you know, a pretty bad individual, and I really don't care if people try and get her fired from her job. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like justice has been served on all aspects of the situation, you know? I feel like there's not really much to elaborate on. But yeah, that's gonna be the video, I guess, guys. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. I guess I'll take this time to plug my shit. So please join my Discord and follow my Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming more often. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moral of the story, don't be selfish, and not everything is so deep, you know, some things just let it go. Like for example, when a home run ball comes your way and a kid is right there, just fucking give it to the kid. Don't do what this chick did. So yeah, either way, that's gonna be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. And yeah, peace out. Love you all. Bye. I have to talk over this because it's copyrighted now. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. You know I'm really shiesty.